Hey, what's going on? You know who it is, you know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Paul Mooney and fuck DL Hughley, man. Real talk. I'm gonna get on him in the next video, man. But Paul Mooney says, don't pay attention to that bullshit ass documentary, that hatchet job. You know, I know people love to come on here and say, "Oh, open up your eyes. Michael Jackson did it." Why? Because you white and you say so. You know what I'm saying? What part you motherfuckers don't understand in the mayonnaise nation, you know, us black folks, in particularly on this channel, we don't give a fuck what you think. Your opinion means absolutely nothing. So basically, you just trolling. You know, as far as Oprah Winfrey go, man, fuck Oprah Winfrey, man. For real, man. Like I said, man, she got a history of doing this shit. Always, forever attacking black men, but then when it come time to attack the man, she's nowhere to be found. Now, I'm gonna get to DL Hughley in a minute and what he said with his fake handkerchief ass, with his turncoat ass. You know, at the end of the day, man, Oprah Winfrey, she dirty, man. And like I said, she dirty for this shit. That's why that bitch did lost like 30 to 40 million dollars on that Weight Watcher shit, because of how she treat people and how she do her own people win and shit for the sake to look good and get approval from, you know, the mixed company, the mayonnaise nation, aka the clear people and shit. I mean, Oprah is just pathetic, man. You know what I'm saying? She make me sick to my stomach, man. I've never liked her. I've never liked Oprah Winfrey because I knew what she was all about. Way back in 1985, when I was a fucking kid, I knew that she had hate in her blood. I knew she had deep-seated hatred. Okay, I understand that you was sexually assaulted, you was raped and shit, but does that mean you supposed to hate all black men and had this deep-seated hatred for black men and shit? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's funny. She hates black men, but she's forgiving of, you know, the man. That's the story with black people. Black people quick to hold grudges against other black people. They unforgiving when it comes to black people, but they will forgive the man, aka the mayonnaise nation, in a heartbeat. That's been black people's biggest problem, biggest downfall, to forget what's been done to us. But we hold grudges against each other and shit. You know, it's funny how we've been taught to forgive, you know, other people, but not each other. Because we've been manipulated. And I ain't gonna go in deep into how we've been manipulated, but most of us know how. Through bullshit. Through television. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it 100. Like, where her documentary on her buddy Harvey Weinstein, who been accused by dozens of women of sexual assault. You know what I'm saying? Ain't did no hatchet job on him, no documentary. He pretty much, you know, walking around free. He damn near a forgotten subject. Because now all they want to do is concentrate on R. Kelly and Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, a man, ain't even here to defend himself and shit. But she didn't betray Michael Jackson. She didn't betray his family. And Michael Jackson was supposed to be her motherfucking friend. And she gonna go by the word of two motherfuckers that's been proven to be lying motherfuckers that's opportunists. Who at one time admitted that they lied and that Michael Jackson didn't do nothing to them. Now all of a sudden, Michael Jackson did all this shit, but they done had several people come out and say, hey, Michael Jackson is innocent. Corey Feldman just spoke up and said Michael Jackson didn't do shit to him. And so did Macaulay Culkin. You know, the star of Home Alone. They defended Michael Jackson. So shout out to Macaulay Culkin and, you know what I'm saying, and Corey Feldman. Because they defended Michael Jackson. They spent time around Michael Jackson. Like I said, Michael Jackson was weird. I'll say that. But then again, Michael Jackson never had a childhood. From the time he was 9, he basically had to work. And that took a toll on him. He didn't have a childhood. So he one of them dudes, when you don't have a childhood, you try to live it in your adulthood. That's why Michael Jackson from 38 and up believed that he was a kid, because he didn't, get a chance to live like a normal child. See me, I had a childhood. I know I'm in my 40s. I stay in shape and all that shit. I stay looking fly and shit, but I know I'm 40. I know I'm 44. Okay? I know I am. I came to accept it. I'm not like some of these clowns on here on YouTube that try to act like they in their 20s and shit. Like I said, niggas put minstrel shows on certain shit concerning sneakers and shit. But I'm not gonna go into that. These niggas know who they is, man. And I just want you niggas to know you look pathetic. You look pathetic, but I'm not gonna spend my time talking about y'all. Y'all niggas know who y'all is, man. But getting back to Oprah Winfrey, man, it's just the same that she would throw her own people under the bus at the drop of a dime. And that's the problem with a lot of niggas on here. It saddens me, even though I talk about these niggas, it saddens me that we never be on code, that we can't stick together. We can't stick together about shit. We can't agree about any fucking thing. Okay? We can't agree about nothing. For real. And that's why I stopped calling myself, well, I never did. That's why I don't call myself pro-black. I don't call myself woke. I don't call myself conscious. I don't call myself none of that shit. I'm just a black man that care about his people. It ain't nothing to be woke about. Like I said before, us coming up with terminologies to define ourselves did hurt us to a certain degree, because sometimes categorizing ourselves ain't a good thing. And that's how we have been able to let people infiltrate us and cause harm to us and do things to us. Because like I said, we are easily fooled. We are easily accepted and impressed by people that don't look like us, that can do certain things, because like I said, we've been made to believe we can't do certain things, which is a goddamn lie. It's always been a fucking lie. Some of the best doctors in the world are black. We can do any fucking thing. Everybody knows when it comes to athletics, we can do pretty much any fucking thing. If we choose to do it, probably if we wanted to play hockey, we'd be some of the best hockey players on the face of the earth, but we don't do that shit. And if more of us got into MMA, we'd dominate that. You know what I'm saying? It's funny when you think about the boxing shit, because a lot of times people copy off of us, but they don't give us our credit and shit. And that's what it comes down to, man. But nevertheless, man, this Michael Jackson shit is just horrible, man. Oprah Winfrey is really a rotten person. I think Oprah Winfrey, sometimes when you look up and you want to define like pure evil, I think that's Oprah Winfrey. I think Oprah Winfrey is a venomous, hateful, spiteful person. And you can see that Oprah Winfrey is a hateful person. This lady would always attack black men, attack black rappers, but then, and say, quit misogynize any disrespecting women, but okay, why don't you attack the porn industry? We know who run the porn industry. Don't they misogynize women? Don't they exploit women? You don't attack them. But like I said, she pick and choose who she want to fuck with. And like I told you, it's a thing about bullying black people, because everybody knows you can get away with bullying black people and it won't be no backlash. So yeah, I just think she's a despicable person, man. And people need to just see that, man. She a hateful, venomous person. She like Superboy say, she dangerous, man. She dangerous. When you look at Oprah, you could just see. You could just see that she has a black heart. You could just see that she a hateful person. And for 30 years, she been sitting up here leading the charge, poisoning black women against black men. And like I said, Oprah Winfrey then played a big role in tearing down the modern day black family and putting bullshit in black women's head about black men. No matter how much she tried to say her target audience was white women, black women idolized her and followed her. And they was reciting some of that bullshit that she was, manipulating and brainwashing black women with. But there were black women that was wise enough to see what Oprah Winfrey was really all about, what she represented, which was hate and divisiveness, separation among black people, black couples. She didn't teach you independence. She taught you separation and hatred. She taught a lot of black women not to respect black men. And guess what? Those black women, they had children, and particularly boys, where she put hatred in boys' heart to where they grew up to either not respect men, and particularly black men, and have deep-seated hatred for black men, or to want to be with black men physically. Okay? So like I say, Oprah Winfrey is responsible for a lot of chaos in our community. And it needs to be said, man. I'm just a motherfucker that just tell the truth, man. Like I said, people gonna thumb down the video, you know what I'm saying? But that's okay. Because like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not talking to y'all anyway. I'm talking to my black brothers and sisters, man. Like I said, really, I give a fuck what, people on the other side think. You know what I'm saying? Because it gotta be said, man. I'm not afraid to reach out to my people, man, because like I said, everybody else is allowed to be proud of who they is and celebrate their culture and their heritage. But like I said, we the only ones that's made to feel ashamed by other people. And like I said, even if you not white, if you Asian, if you Hispanic, and why the fuck you have a problem with black people being proud of other black people? And then that's the thing, you claim that you cool with us, but then when you get around mixed company, you talking shit about us. And then when I out y'all motherfuckers, then you want to play that, oh, I'm cool, I love black people. No, you don't. You doing what everybody else do. You come on here to spy. Some of y'all. Because like I said before, when these police is doing shit to black men, y'all ain't nowhere to be found. Don't hear a motherfucking word from y'all. And don't talk about, well, it's a couple. Well, you don't be there. So, you know what I'm saying? But it gotta be said, man. Like I said, Oprah Winfrey is poisonous, man. She poisonous. And she been doing this for years, man. Everybody been seeing this. How she treat rappers and shit. How she treat black men in general. Like I said before, she's supposed to be an investigative reporter, but somehow, some way, she didn't investigate Sean King's background. So this is how you know that she knew that dude wasn't black. That he was a pretender. So that needs, that should tell you all you need to know about Oprah. But anyway, man, I done spent enough time talking about her. I'm out.